Do I look like a knee boy? Is my house 53 degrees right now and I can't bother to go turn the heat on? Who's to say? Look at my nails. I am here to talk to you about my studio makeover. Don't look at the background. First off, I want to talk to you about my before. To give you a bit of backstory, if you don't know who I am, my name is Sarah. I'm a freelance designer, illustrator. I went to school for graphic design, graduated this past year. I purchased a house last year. Well, it was right at the beginning of the panini. And I was like, and then my realtor was like, it was just complicated. I've been living in this house for the past 2 years and I absolutely love it. This house has 2 bedrooms. When I purchased it, I wanted to make sure that it had enough studio space for me because I knew I needed that. It has a dining room, which was originally supposed to be the studio space. I used it for a while, not functional at all, hated it. I never actually managed to be productive in it. At the time, I was living with a roommate and I realized that my bedroom was huge and big enough to be a studio space. I needed to move to the next step, live alone again. I moved my bedroom where I sleep into the smaller bedroom, which is sizable. I have a room makeover on my channel. You can watch it down below. Now, my previous big main master bedroom was the before. This house does not have any closet space. I was struggling with where to put my clothes because I can't really put them in the other room. So they're here, but I kind of need a closet to store boxes and art supplies and anything else. So I was struggling with how to have proper storage in this house. The before is where we start. There are clothes everywhere, boxes everywhere. It's transitional because summer to fall. It's getting chilly outside, so I was putting away my summer clothes, but I didn't put them down in the basement yet, so they were just everywhere. Curtains and all my art supplies. The background was supposed to be a little bit cute so that I could film a video, but it wasn't really cute. That's where we're starting. A clutter of items. Let's talk about the inspiration for this room. While I love green, I was really feeling a blue wall, a navy wall. Just wanted it to happen. Wanted it to be present in my life. And I thought it would be so calming to work in a studio space that had dark blue walls. Hate the word navy, hate the color navy. So I was really trying to not think of this as a navy color. It's not navy, it's a blue. It's a royal blue, a deep royal blue. I really wanted it to be cozy. I wanted to be vintage inspired. Even though this room doesn't get so much light, making it not ideal for a studio where I'm filming all the time. It's okay, I'll figure that out. I knew I wanted some plants in here because I love my plants. I have a ton of plants like every other art bitch. Figuring out where I wanted to put my desk. It didn't actually have to be on a wall. It could just be like free floating in this room and I could have a camera be behind there so that it could film me on my filming background, which is a beautiful gallery wall. I have 3 stations in this room. One is this desk where I primarily film and draw. I have a drawing table. And I also have a standing desk. Thank you to FlexiSpot for sending me the standing desk. Standing desks are great if you're like me, sedentary artist. It's nice for me to have these 2 desks because I can pack Patreon orders on the one and then have this one for filming. So FlexiSpot sent me this bamboo desk. It's so cute. It was so easy to put together. And also, I can't lie to you, my boyfriend has wanted a standing desk for so long and has been talking to me about it for so long. I have one. You can use it. He's pumped about it too. He loves it. I love it. With a bit of planning, I figured out the layout. And it works out. It's great. It's not cluttered at all. Let's talk about my walls. This house was built in 1927 and it has plaster walls. If you know anything about plaster walls, they have a lot of character, a lot of charm, a lot of unevenness. Nothing is at a right angle. They're much different than drywall to drill into, put anchors into, all of that jazz. Also, a lot of paint from, I think the 1960s or before had contained lead. So that's one thing to keep in mind when sanding is that I could potentially die. Adds a little bit of excitement to my day. So that was a challenge and I had to fix a couple of bumps and dents. And also when I had hung up all of my decor and when this was my bedroom, I just made a bunch of holes because I was like, I have to fill these anyway if I'm going to be painting or if I'm going to be taking these off the wall. So it didn't really bother me that I was putting a ton of holes in the wall. But that being said, now I had to go back and plug them all up and fill them and then sand them. That's what you get for being chaotic. I also wanted to repurpose a lot of my decor, like the cute little baby. I found him at an antique store. He's not my relation, but I love him. My pride and joy. These are some antique books I have because I just own so many antique books. These are paintings from thrift stores. That is a newspaper from the 1800s. This is not the original. I know you are wondering, but I don't actually own the real painting. And so that is how you make a gallery wall. You go thrifting often, you find things at antique stores, you have art collected from your friends, and you also are always on the lookout for things that inspire you, like postcards or business cards. You can just put them up on the wall. I wanted a collection of actual frames and then pieces that were taped up because I kind of like that juxtaposed look of like really nice frames and then just like, I just put this up on the wall. I think it's kind of cute. And then let me tell you about the paint colors. I picked up some Benjamin Moore paint. Love you. Please sponsor me. I knew I wanted 2 walls to be this blue color and 2 walls to be white. So I picked up my favorite white color, which is White Dove. It's like very creamy white. While it's still very bright, it's not like yellow at all. It's just a bright, warm white, which I love. And then I picked up this one paint color. I don't even remember the name of it. It was disgusting. It was like this bright teal. You can't really see on the camera because I just really can't explain how vibrant it was. Went back to the store, did a little bit more research, and picked out a new color, which is New York State of Mind, which is this background. It's like this nice deep dark blue, ocean blue color. I love it so much. In my mind was thinking it needs to have more teal and be bright when it actually is a lot more navy and muted, but then you put it on the wall and it looks like. Another thing that I did was I painted my drafting table. I painted it White Dove, same color as the walls, and that is because I hated the stain. The stain was done terribly, and also, I can't lie, I was not in the mood to sand all of that stain off every single crevice and then stain it again or refinish it, so I just painted it. I can always sand it, like no harm done. It also matches the walls, and in the space it looks really cute. The process of painting my walls took me 4 days for 4 walls. I don't know how people make painting look easy because it's definitely not easy for me. No. Let me show you what the after looks like. First off, we've talked about it, this gallery wall is made up of pieces from friends, things that inspire me, classical paintings, postcards, old newspapers, photographs, anything I collect and like. My desk setup is great because I have a little cart right next to my desk where I can keep any notebooks, pens, pencils, brushes, anything I need. I can put it in this cart next to me so my desk doesn't have to be cluttered. And I always need things around me, so I decided to put a little art cart next to me. It's the best idea ever. It's super cute, very functional. Next, I got this little stool off of Amazon. Everything will be linked down in the description. Anything I've purchased new, I will link down so that if you like it, you can grab it yourself. I purchased this stool because it has a compartment inside of it, which is super nifty, and then the top flips over so that it could be a little table, and I figured I could use it as a stool when I'm editing so that I don't cut off my circulation 24/7. And then when I'm painting, I can flip it over and use it for paint palettes or water or paintbrushes, whatever. My Flexi Spot desk works well. There's a tiny shelf there for decoration, and then I will probably put a jar of pens or anything useful when I'm using it. One thing I love is that this light from IKEA. It will swivel from the drafting table to the standing desk so that wherever I'm working, I can have that light, since again, this room doesn't get that much light and I work at night often. The last thing that's kind of cute is this little shelf for my cameras. I had this shelf in this room before just purely as decoration, and I realized I can just put a couple of my lenses and cameras when I'm not using them on that shelf. I know other YouTubers have huge setups for all of their gear, but frankly, the gear that I use often fits on that shelf and anything else can just be tucked away. I don't need extensive storage. Since I also have this big dresser that I purchased off Facebook Marketplace that can fit other things into it. So now we are near the end of the video. Let me know if you enjoyed this makeover. Let me know if you liked the way that this was edited. If you did, leave me a thumbs up, subscribe for more content, and click the notification bell, because since I post not so frequently, you're probably not going to be recommending my content unless you get notifications for it. But that being said, I'm hoping to start uploading weekly. I'm planning it out in my schedule. I will make an official announcement. You know it's going to be legit when my YouTube banner will actually say weekly videos. Follow me on Instagram if you want to see more content. Instagram saw this room long before YouTube did, so if you want to be in the know with what artwork I'm creating, and again, I am an artist. There's no art making in this video if you're just here for a studio makeover, but hi, if you're new and you just came for this video, I would love if you checked out my art. I have a ton of videos on digital painting, traditional painting, so post a ton on Instagram. Go follow me, go like, spread some love and support. Thank you very much for being here, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!